A solo violin begins its notes in a minor key, imbuing the air with a somber, foreboding mood. Soft strings join the solo violin, their shift to a major key, creating an elegant and graceful mood. The melody repeats at a higher pitch, now sounding more lively and soothing. A repertoire of the original melody returns, reverting to the lower key. Once again, the melody ascends to a higher pitch, evoking a lively and uplifting mood. The full orchestra joins in, intensifying the music and adding a layer of dynamism. The pace slows, the music flowing more fluidly as lighter string instruments come to the forefront. A repertoire of the strong, dynamic beat returns, invigorating the atmosphere. The music once again slows down, becoming more fluid as lighter strings take the lead. The melody transitions, the music slowing down as lighter string instruments add a melodic texture. Mirroring the Black Swan's rotation, the music spirals at a lower pitch. The music continues its spiral by ascending in pitch. All instruments halt to accentuate the Black Swan's pose. The pas de deux enters its adagio section. The leading violin's calming tones create a slower, dreamy atmosphere. High-pitched strings underscore the swan's walk, evoking tension and mystery. The music adopts an enigmatic mood with low-pitched undertones resonating as the swan strikes her pose. With the swan's lift, the music transitions from high-pitched tones to deep resonant bass. A violin's high-pitched vibrato matches the swan's swirl, heightening anticipation for the climax. Lower instruments rise in volume, joining the lead violin. A brief pause ensues. The music eases into tranquility, with the violin echoing the swan's elegant display of her wings. The oboe and violin engage in a melodic exchange, each responding to the other in turn. A slight crescendo forms as other instruments join the harmony conversation between the violin and oboe. Underneath the high strings, the plucking of a low-tone contrabass introduces a mood that's playful yet tinged with mystery. In sync with a gentle beat in the music, the swan takes the prince's hand, rises, and strikes an elegant pose. The melodic banter between the violin and oboe repeats. Softly played, high-pitched strings form a serene and tender atmosphere. deep bass instruments grow louder as the swan and prince join hands, evoking a sense of unity. As the swan strikes her pose, the music responds with a vibrant high-pitched string vibrato. The music concludes, giving way to the sound of applause. The sound of the applause fades as the swan and the prince enters the backstage. The prince returns to the stage striking a pose, and the Odalisque coda begins with a bold strike from the orchestra's drum, setting a heightened electric mood. The prince goes to the back corner of the stage and gracefully jumps to the beat of the music. With the final turn of the prince, he exits the stage and the swan enters the stage. The swan turns gracefully in sync with the audience's applause. The swan exits the stage while showing off her wings. The prince appears from the corner of the stage and begins jumping gracefully to the music. The swan returns, striking an arabesque in sync with the music. Along with the steady applause, the swan goes to the back of the stage and she starts turning diagonally. As the swan strikes her pose with an attitude, the prince returns to the stage and they collaborate together to strike the last turn. With the last beat of the music, the swan strikes her pose.